with the new tool that we will discover today in this workshop. Sorry, I'll switch off the camera so to avoid any problems, any internet problems.
Yeah, please feel free.
It was amazing.
Let me
Thank you.
remind my colleagues, all of you, that the session is recorded.
Okay, so I'll start by sharing my screen. Yes. Okay, here we go. So welcome again to these Techy Summit Days and to the last workshop. I'll be dealing with a new tool, which is Wakelet, and it's everything in one place. You will see that. So the objectives of this workshop is first creating a Wakelet account, then getting started with creating Wakelet collections. After that, we will think about how can we use Wakelet in teaching and learning, that is by teachers and by students. And we will end up with some practice, especially practicing collaboration on Wakelet. We will see how we can use it as a collaborative tool also. So I'd like to start by this question. Have you ever been so overwhelmed with online resources, especially when it comes to the storage of the resources that you find on the net? So yes, no, you can write quick answers in the chat box if you want.
Yes, please. You can write in the chat box, as Mrs. Tounsi said.
Yes, no, how do you feel when you look for online resources on the internet? How do you store them? Are you overwhelmed? Do you feel sometimes lost when it comes to the storage of the information or the materials that you find on the web? But I'm afraid I can't see the chat box.
I'm seeing yeses here, Mrs. Marwa.
Okay, great. So yes, and we all seek to find a way to get organized, right? Especially when dealing with materials and resources. And the ordinary, or I would say the old way of doing this is putting them in folders and files, storing them in our computers. But Wakelet, which is the tool of today, can be a solution because it is a free platform that allows you to save, organize, and share content from across the web. This is the definition that I find in the Wakelet website, and I want to add that it is also a collaborative tool, and we will see how later. So first, we will start by creating an account, but before that, I want to show you what is a Wakelet collection, how it looks like, so that you have a better idea of what we are going to do today. So here is the website, wakelet.com. This is my account. And here I have the collections, the Wakelet collection. If I take this example, Kahoots for Bac students, this is a collection of Kahoots. So instead of, just a second, yeah. So instead of putting or sharing links, separate links, I mean, to my students, I put them all in Wakelet, and then I simply share the link to this collection. So when my students access the Wakelet, they will find different links here to different Kahoot games. So this is tenses, prepositions, as you can see. This is a Kahoot for lesson 7, lesson 5, etc. So it's all stored in one place, and with a simple click, you can access all the links. Okay. So back to the home page. Here is another Wakelet, and these are websites for teachers. useful websites for teaching online or for integrating technology in your classes. So again, all the links are put together in the Wakelet collection, and then you simply share the link of this Wakelet and you have access to all these resources all together in one place. You see, it's very simple. So this is what Wakelet looks like. So back to my presentation. And we will start by creating an account. So let me, yes. So I will illustrate the steps by screenshots, and then I myself will create an account. I have an account, but I will create a Wakelet collection in real time, and you will be seeing this. You will be seeing the screenshots first, and then you will see me doing the steps so that you can follow me if you miss something from the screenshots. Of course, if you are creating the Wakelet collection online now with me. So here is the Wakelet website. You have the sign up button, and when you click on the sign up button, you will be directed to how you want to sign up using your Google account, your Microsoft, Facebook, or by just signing up with your email. I always recommend that you have a Gmail account because it saves you time and effort when creating accounts. And then you are going to be asked to write your date of birth, because as far as I know, people who are children, who are under the age of 13 are not allowed to have accounts on Wakelet. So you need to enter your date of birth, check this box and click on create account. And then you will be directed to choosing your username. Generally, it is generated by Wakelet, but you can modify it if you don't like the suggested username. Then you click on next. And two more questions. You will be asked to describe yourself. You are an educator or student, business, or others, and you are asked to specify here, if you are an educator, specify the level of students you are teaching. Then you click on next, and you will be directed to the last question, which is what prompted you to sign up for a Wakelet account. You choose the answer and you click done. And so your account is created, and you have this main dashboard of Wakelet. Once you have this view or this dashboard, so you have an account on Wakelet, and you can start exploring Wakelet and creating collections. So let's get started with Wakelet collections. In order to create a new collection, you simply click on the green button here. And then you will choose the layout. You want it to be a media view, compact view, grid, or Moodle board, so it's up to you. And even if you choose media view and then you want to change, it's possible with a simple click later. I'll show you how. And then you are going to be asked to you can upload a cover image to make your Wakelet collection attractive. You must enter a title for your collection. You can add a description so that people understand what is your Wakelet collection about. Once done, you have this plus button, and this is to add content to your collection. So when you click on this button, you're going to have the types of media that you want to insert into your Wakelet collection. It can be by simply pasting a web address or making a text-based post, an image, a bookmark, PDF. You can also insert YouTube videos. You can also insert docs from your Google Drive. So the possibilities there are many possibilities and different types of media. This is what makes Wakelet attractive. Then when you finish putting all the content into your Wakelet, you need to change the privacy. You can keep it private if this Wakelet is just for you as a way to save the materials that you want. So it's private only for you, and you can change it to public if you want to share it with your students or with your colleagues. Then you can also invite. By clicking here on the invite button, you can invite contributors to contribute to the content of your Wakelet. And this is what makes Wakelet a collaborative tool also. Once you finish, you click on Done, the green button, and then everything is ready to be shared with others by simply clicking on the icon here. And then your Wakelet is ready to be shared with others. You can insert it, you can embed it in one of your favorite tools like Teams or Classroom, Google Classroom, sorry. And you can share it via the link. So you copy the link and you send it to your students or to your colleagues. So this is what Wakelet, how to create an account and how to create a Wakelet collection. I hope the steps are clear. And for practice, we're going to practice together, repeat all the steps together. So you can follow me if you are working online. If I'm going fast, you can stop me at any time and I'm going to explain. Okay. So if I log out, even if I log out, so I have already I have an account, so it's going to direct me to the main dashboard. So here is wakelet.com, the website. You're going to click sign up in order to create a new account. And then it's up to you to choose to continue with Facebook, with Microsoft, with Google, or you enter a new email. So for me, I'm going to sign up with my Google account. And then here I am in my main dashboard of Wakelet. It's going to skip the steps of creating the account because I already have an account. Then I will click on this green button. Yes, so I'll choose the layout, media view, use layout. Then I will click here to add a cover image. So you can upload an image from your computer, or you can choose from the library. And there are plenty of nice images on the library. You can choose from them. So here I can choose any nice picture. Okay, let's say this one. Yeah. Once the image is uploaded, so you have the option of putting it full cover image or half cover image, or you hide cover image. So I'm going to put it half cover image, and then you still can make some edits to your cover image. Then you need to enter a collection title. So I'm going to suggest positive, inspirational. We need more positivity these days, so I'm going to make a collection of inspirational thoughts or ideas. Then you can add a description, so that people can understand better what is your collection about. So we can say, for example, a dose of positivity for better life. Okay. It's just an example. Yes, especially these days. So Now I'm going to add content to my Wakelet collection by simply clicking on this green button. And here we go. So you can add text, image, bookmarks, PDF. If you click here, you will find apps, so tweets, videos from Flipgrid. And this is very amazing because you can, when you click on it, you are going to be directed to your Flipgrid and you can insert directly videos from your Flipgrid into your Wakelet. So for example, you can put some instructions to your students. You do a video first on Flipgrid and then you insert it on your Wakelet as instruction. And YouTube, and also here we have Drive, so you can insert your files from your Google Drive or OneDrive. So let's start by putting an image. Again, you can upload an image from your laptop or from the library. And I have already stored this in my computer and I'm going to upload it to this Wakelet. So here we go, the image is there, right? So even if you stumble, you are still moving forward. And we can also insert PDF. For example, we can upload a PDF. So again, I have stored a PDF in my computer. I'm going to upload it. Okay. The PDF is already there. I can also add something from YouTube. I'm going to directly search, for example, positive thoughts or TED Talks. So the power of positive thinking, for example, and I click add. So the video is there. So as you can see, I have created a Wakelet collection by putting different types of media in the same place. Okay, now you can change the order. So you just hover over the item and you have the icon of deleting if you change your mind and you want to delete this. And you can also edit it, or you can move it top, down, you move it to bottom, you see? Or you can also just drag and drop like this. Oops, it's not working. So for example, this PDF, so I want to change it here. Yes, and you see? And here, as I told you earlier, you can change the layout. So if I change my mind, I wanted to have a grid view. So here is the grid view. You can simply click here on these 4 squares and you change the layout. Also, for example, here PDF, I want to change here the word PDF by putting a nicer image. You just click edit image and you choose an image from the library. For example, I don't know, it's about positive thinking, so it must be something attractive. Okay, this one will do, right? So power of positive thinking. So instead of having PDF, I think an image is more attractive. So here is my Wakelet. Of course, you can put endless of media types and resources. Now, once your content is there, you will change the privacy of your collection if you want to share it with others, of course, and if you want to keep it private for you, you just set it private. So here I'm going to change it to public. Okay, and then I'll click on done to see what my Wakelet looks like. So this is what people will get when you share with them your Wakelet. So here you have 3 items, the number of items on the Wakelet. It is public, the title, the image, and everything. And to have the shareable link, you click on share this collection. it will generate a link. You just click copy and you send the links to whoever you want to share the Wakelet with. You can also embed your Wakelet into these apps. Okay, that's it. Now, this is how to create a Wakelet collection, how to share it with others, and how to make it collaborative, and how to allow contributors to edit the content of your Wakelet. You can simply click here, invite, and you are going to invite contributors by copying the link here and sending it to you want to make them contributors, or you can also make contributors by typing their email here. These are the people I follow. So we have followers also on Wakelet. So if I go back to the main dashboard here, I have 3 following and 6 followers. So people whom you follow on Wakelet, you can explore their Wakelet collections, which are public. And you can also copy them. For example, let's show you a clear example. So here, for example, I'm following this person, and here I can access the public Wakelet collections that she has. View collections, you see? So all the content is easily accessible. I can also save it to bookmarks if I like the content of this. So I can save it to my bookmarks, and later when I go to home page, here bookmarks, I can easily access the Wakelets and even the items that I bookmarked. You see? Is everything clear?
Yeah, I think so.
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes, yes, please.
So actually I'm on the application, and what I see when I click on the add, the plus, the green plus,
Yes.
it gives me add a link, write a note, add an image, add from Twitter, add from bookmarks. I don't have like YouTube or
you need,
I don't see YouTube or.
Okay, Emna. Emna, is that you?
Yes.
Yes, okay, Emna. So if we go back to edit here. Right. And then you click on this. Do you see the square here? Do you have something like this?
Not really. I have just some lines, like add a link, write a note, add an image, add from Twitter, add from bookmarks. Maybe it's not the same thing when it comes to applications.
Okay, maybe it's not. Okay, Emna, it's not a big problem, because if you just, for example, you want to insert a YouTube video, so you just copy the link of the video and paste it here in this box.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And then it's done. It's not a big deal.
Yes.
And
thank
it's
you.
not only about YouTube videos. Even, for example, blog or I don't know, any web address.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, so here is the Wakelet. I think, I hope the idea of creating a Wakelet collections is clear.
Actually, there's a question in the chat box. It said,
yes.
In the home page, there's an icon, enter the code next to sign up. Which code are we talking about here?
Okay, I didn't mention any code because this is the code when you invite someone, I think. Where is it? In the home page?
That's what Mrs. Nasser says.
Sign up. Okay, code. I can't find it. Just a second.
Sorry, I had it as well. Actually, she needs to skip to sign up. If you have it.
This one.
Okay.
This is contributor. As you can see, it's a contributor code. I mean, if the Wakelet is created and I want to make another person as a contributor, the contributor does not necessarily has an account on Wakelet. So you can just contribute to a Wakelet, already created Wakelet, without having an account on Wakelet. You just enter the code provided by the Wakelet creator. Am I clear? Shall I repeat?
It's amazing. So even if you don't have an account on Wakelet, still you can collaborate with another person on it.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what we are going to do. Even those who don't manage to create an account now, we can still contribute together to a Wakelet. And this is what we can do with our students. We don't ask them necessarily to create a Wakelet account, and they can contribute to the work on Wakelet. See? So this is the code here is for people who don't like to create Wakelet accounts, but they still can be contributors to Wakelet collections. You just skip it, as Emna said, and click on sign up if you want. Okay, so now I want you to think about the uses of Wakelet. How can we use this tool in our classes or in our teaching pedagogy? How our learners can use this tool? So it's always about pedagogy, I think. And how can we tailor the tool to meet our pedagogical goal? So I'd like you to think about, where is the slide? To think about the uses. Yes, the uses of Wakelet in teaching and in learning, that is by teachers and by students. So for that, I kindly ask you to go to menti.com. I think you are familiar with menti.com.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So you go to menti.com, use the code 28 85 14 91.
I pasted that in the chat box too.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Lema.
So the question is, what
are possible uses of Wakelet? How can you tailor the tool and use it in your teaching? Or how can our learners use Wakelet?
Based on what you explained to us now, we invite you, dear colleagues, to try to think about the uses, possible uses of Wakelet with your classes. Give free rein to your creativity here. Any answers are welcome, right?
Yeah, sure. I put like 10 answers, 10 possible answers, but you can still write just one and click submit. So making project work. This is the first answer. Inserting videos, inserting texts, sharing images, assignments, yes. Project work. Presentations, yes, it can be a presentational tool. Consolidation, I can see revision, yes. Any more answers, right? It's for formative assessment also. Mm-hmm. Right, nice answers. Revision, it's bigger, so many of you agreed on revision. Review, portfolio, yes, I agree with that. Sharing resources, so easily sharing resources, I would say. Collaborating, yeah, you can ask your student to collaborate on projects or doing works. Yes, so you come up with very nice answers. We have also proofreading, writing, review, projects, consolidation, sharing. Yes, these are the main ideas actually, and you come up with very nice ideas. So back to my presentation. Let's see how can we use Wakelet for teachers. So it can be a good way to save and present resources, even for us. Making private Wakelets. Making private Wakelets is a way to be organized and to present resources, to save our resources first in an organized way, and to present them also in an easy, accessible way. Collaboration is a very important thing that we can do with Wakelet, because you can collaborate with your colleagues, you can share the resources that you have. And this also can be a good way or a good platform for lesson planning. And I would say saving all the materials you need for lesson plans, especially if you are teaching online using different types of media. So putting them all in one place is a good way to save time when you are working online, and to avoid any trouble of getting lost or whatsoever. And if you want to share the lesson plan with others, also this is a very nice platform, because everything will be put together in one place. It is also a good way for newsletters or class records. By newsletters, I mean like having school, I don't know, school newsletters, if we say. So you can put all the events, the big moments, the students' achievements, so you can store them online in a Wakelet collection. That would be very nice. It is also a good tool for digital storytelling if you choose to include different media in the story, or triggering the curiosity of your student to discover the story. So you can put text-based posts, and then a video, then pictures, or you put pictures and let the student finish the story. So it can be a good way. And it is also for professional portfolio, so you can keep record of your certificate, of your, I don't know, achievements, articles you have written, anything stored for your professional portfolio. This is for teachers, and the same can apply for students. Yes. The same can apply for students, because they can also save and present resources. And as you said in your answers, revision, yes. So they can use this to review when they store all the materials together in one place. This is very accessible when it comes to revision. So as I did with my student with the Kahoots, this is meant for revision. And so I put them all together in one Wakelet. So the same students can do the same. It's also a good platform for conducting project works, either individually or collaborating with their colleagues, and also for assignment submission. they can submit different types of media, and we know that our students today, they are digital natives and they are keen on using technology and they are keen on using video. So why not trying to change the traditional way of assignment submission and asking them to submit a Wakelet collection with a variety of media. And it's also a good way for digital portfolios and for students to keep everything they need for their portfolios online. Why not? So these are the possible uses. And as Mrs. Lema said, it's up to your creativity always to adjust the tool in order to fit your goal and in order to fit the learning goals of your students. Right now, we're going to practice and we're going to Wakelet between inverted commas together. So we're going.
Mrs. Marwa,
yes, sorry.
You proceed, please, because we've got a question here in the chat box. How many Wakelets are we allowed to have? And can we Wakelet for each level?
And how many Wakelets?
Yeah. And the second one, can we make a Wakelet for each level we teach, or different Wakelets?
Yes, what's amazing about the platform of Wakelet is that it is endless. So for Padlet, we have like 3 Padlets and it's limited, but for Wakelet, it's a free and it's endless. You can create as many Wakelet collections as you can. So you can create a Wakelet collection for each class, for each group. So you are free. Did I answer your question?
I think so. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. So now let's go to the funny part, I would say. So let's Wakelet together. We are going to access the positive inspirational thoughts collection that I have just created. And you are going to feel free to add any relevant items, any inspirational quote, image, a video, whatever you want. So let's spread positivity, let's spread inspiration together in a Wakelet collection. I will post the link to the Wakelet in the chat box, okay? And then by simply accessing the Wakelet, you are free to add. There is an echo.
Yeah, let me remind our colleagues, if you don't need your microphones, you're not going to ask a question, please mute them to avoid interference.
Okay, so as I said earlier, to invite contributors here, you access your Wakelet and, yes, your Wakelet, and you just click on the invite button here. You go to link or code because I'm not going to insert emails. You just click on copy link and then you post it or you share it here, whatever you want. Here I'm going to share it in the chat box. Yes, here we go.
Can you explain the assignment or, the task to do? What are we supposed to do exactly?
Okay, so I posted the link to the Wakelet in the chat box. You click on the link and you feel free to edit this Wakelet collection by adding content to the Wakelet, anything that goes with positivity, with inspiration, anything inspirational. So you just put it here in the Wakelet. So together, we're going to contribute to the content of this positive inspirational thoughts collection. Okay? Shall I explain again?
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I posted.
We need to click modify to make our changes, or we don't see
Yes.
this tab. We don't see this
Okay.
plus.
Okay, because you are contributors, so you're going to click on edit.
Yeah.
And then you are now free to add any content that you consider relevant. Okay? And then we are going to see the end product together.
Nice. Baba.
Hi, where's Papa? Aslim.
So you can go to Google, search any image, any quote, video, I don't know, website, and then you go back to the Wakelet and you put this in the Wakelet.
The first thing, they write their names, right?
You can write your name and you can still go anonymous.
Okay.
Where can we write?
I can already see Emna and Bassoum Marmar. They are contributing to the Wakelet.
There are more than 8 persons there. You can see that
Yeah.
on the screen.
If you face any problem, any difficulty, I'm here to help you. This is meant for practice, and I'd like you to practice editing the content and sharing content on Wakelet. So feel free to ask any question.
Sorry, I couldn't find the possibilities you explained earlier. I couldn't find those apps on the list of apps from which we can download resources. I couldn't find. What else? I couldn't find all the possibilities you explained earlier. That's it.
Do you have this plus?
My choices are limited. No, yes, I pressed on the plus button, and the choices they're giving me are too limited compared to the ones you showed us during the presentation. I think it's not the same thing.
No, we are. I think we are working on the same collection. We are not working to create new collections. I think this is why.
So, for example, when I pressed that button, yes, that square, they gave me 3 choices. From OneDrive, I could download from OneDrive, or from I don't know, video. I found 3: video, OneDrive, and no, I didn't find all those choices. Yes, I had just Google OneDrive, Google Drive, and video. 3, only 3. YouTube is not there. YouTube is not there.
Okay, if you have Google Drive, video, Flipgrid, and the tweets. Okay, YouTube, as I explained earlier.
No,
to
I don't have. Absolutely.
Okay.
They didn't give me this choice.
Okay, it's not a big problem because you still can insert the address of the video here, and click. I'll show you how. For example,
Okay.
This is YouTube.
You go to YouTube.
Yes, you go to YouTube.
And you paste the URL.
Exactly. You copy. First, you copy the link of the video. I don't know. Okay. TED Talks, for example.
Hey, 4 days and I'll help you get to the next lesson. Let me show you how.
So you copy the link here. Just a second.
Hey,
So you copy the link. You go to Padlet, to Wakelet, sorry, and you just paste the link here.
I see.
You see, and the video is added. So if you don't have access to YouTube directly, it's not a big problem. You see, so the video is added.
Very good. Okay, I do it right away. Thank you.
Ah, good. You're welcome. Let's have 2 more minutes. You'll have 2 more minutes for editing and contributing to this Wakelet, and then we will see the end product together. Okay, I think you are doing great work. I'm going to click done to see how this Wakelet collection looks like. So here we have 30 items, so the number of items in this collection. And then you can see we have an image. You can see the name of the contributor. And as I said, you can make yourself anonymous, or you can choose a nickname if you want to, if you don't like to reveal your identity. And this is especially useful for students who feel shy, who don't like to contribute in front of their friends because maybe they are intimidated by others. So it's a good option for them. So talking about positive, so here it's a link. And here we have a video, another image, a quote by Reem. So this is how a text-based post looks like. Inspiration, tests, YouTube videos. So as you can see, different things stored in one place, and it's easily accessible. So you see? Of course, you can change the order. Here, if I click edit, I can change the order of the items by simply dragging and dropping, or by using the arrows here, move up, move down, move to the top, etc. And I can also change the layout at any time. I want to change it to media view, for example. Here is a media view. Sorry. And done. So this is what is Wakelet, and this is how we can do collaborative work on Wakelet. I want to finish with showing you another thing which will make things even easier. So if you install the Wakelet extension, Wakelet, you go to Google and you write Wakelet extension. So here, Wakelet, you have add to Chrome. You're going to add it. Yes, add the extension. Let's verify whether it's there. So you click here. It is not yet installed. So yes, it may take a few moments, but let's wait. Encore, so it's not yet installed. Yes, so the extension is there. So as you can see here, oops. So when you access, let me access any website, and then you can directly save it. For example, this one. I want to save this website to any Wakelet collection. So I'm browsing the web. I find important information in this website. I want to keep it in a Wakelet. So I simply click here the Wakelet extension, and it's going to direct me to my Wakelet. So here we go. Here I choose the Wakelet that I need to add content to it. For example, this one, save. Okay, you see, and it is saved to the collection. Okay. The same with YouTube videos. For example, I'm browsing the web. I find this video very important, so I want to save it to Wakelet. So I just click on the extension without even copying and pasting and doing all that. And I can click. I can save it to one of the already existing collections, or I can save it to bookmarks. And later, when I made my mind where I need to put this video or this item, I do it. So I go to save bookmarks, and it's going to be saved there. If I go to my Wakelet here, home page. So here you have the bookmarks, the videos, and the bookmarks that you saved. So here is the video that I have just bookmarked from the extension. You see, so the extension makes things even simpler and easier. So this is all about Wakelet. If you,
Marwa,
yes,
can you show us again this part here about the extension, because there's a question about it in the chat box.
So from the start, how to install the how to add the extension.
No, it's okay about how to add the extension, but I was wondering if your Wakelet is not open and then you find something on the web and you want to add it to Wakelet, what you do. So this is what I am asking about.
Okay, good question. So it will open by itself. It will direct you to your Wakelet. Let's try this together. So here, all Wakelets are closed. Okay. For example, essential questions to ask your future self. I want to save this video to Wakelet. So I just click here on the extension, and Marwa? You see, yes.
Sorry to interrupt, but
where is the extension you clicked on? Where?
Just
where
a second.
Is the extension you clicked on? So I see the video and then I didn't see where you clicked.
Okay, can you see here?
Marwa?
Okay, can you see here extension? Just a moment, Noha. Do you have a question?
Yes.
I don't see your cursor.
Yes, please. Okay. Okay.
Okay, can I speak?
Yes, please.
Okay, so many of us ask you to would you please repeat from installing the extension, please?
Okay, so I need to delete it. Just bear with me 5 minutes. I need to delete the extension and then repeat everything from the start. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. There. Extension. Yes. So you go to extensions. Delete. I need to delete it, so don't follow me here. So. Okay, they are sorry because I went. Okay, you go to Google search. Okay, let's start. The first step is you go to Google and you write Wakelet extension. Okay, then you click here on chrome.google.com Wakelet. And you are going to have here ajouter à Chrome or add to Chrome. You click add to Chrome, ajouter l'extension, add the extension. And it's going to be downloaded. It may take a few moments. And then the extension is there. how to make it clear in your browser, you just click here on the top. If you can see my cursor, extensions, next to your Google account, then you have extension. Try to make it pinned so that it's clear on the toolbar. So I'm going to pin it. Click here on this pin, okay? So once it is pinned, you're going to have the extension clear in the toolbar. Yes. Okay. So now the extension is there. You can browse you can browse the net. You can find any resources. So for example, let's go back to this video. Let's imagine that I want to save this video to one of the Wakelet collections. I just click here on the icon of Wakelet extension, the W in blue. Am I clear?
I think it's clearer now. Right. Thank you.
Okay, so when you click, even if back to the question of if the Wakelet is not open, so the Wakelet is not open now, and it will direct me automatically to the Wakelet. So here you have the collection, you choose the collection you want, or you simply save it to bookmarks and you're going to find it later bookmarked on Wakelet. You see, so you have two options, either saving it directly to the Wakelet collection or saving it to bookmarks. So if I go back to my Wakelet account, so here bookmarks, and you have the video, this one, essential questions. So it is bookmarked, you see?
It's very nice.
Yes, okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And by the way, you always can bookmark items in other collections. I showed you earlier how I am following, for example, a person on Wakelet. I like this collection. I don't like to bookmark latest changes could not be saved. Okay, no problem. I don't like to bookmark all the collection. I'd like to bookmark only one item. So you also have this possibility. Here, 21st century, it has 5 items. I like to bookmark only this item. You just hover over it. This one, for example. Save to bookmarks. This is the whole collection, but if you, if you hover over the item here, save item. So I can save only one item from the whole collection, not necessarily all the collection. So I'm interested in this article, 8 methodologies that every 21st century teacher should know. I click save item, and again, you have the possibility to save it to collection or to save it to bookmarks. You see? Home page, let's verify. So we have, where is it? The article, we said 21st century.
The top.
On top. No? 21st century, this is the whole collection. It may take time to be added because it was 5 and now it is 6, so it's there, but it's not on the screen, right?
I think just scroll down a bit. That's not 21st century.
No, Wakelet collection. This is the whole collection. Wakelet on Wakelet.
Anyway, I think it's clear.
Yeah.
Like we understood everything. Thank you.
This is basically it. Yes. It may take a few moments to be added or something like this. So you just here save item, save to bookmarks, and items saved to bookmark, so it must be there. Okay, so that's basically all about Wakelet, and it's always with practice that we become more familiar with the tool, and it's always up to your creativity to design tasks that fit your pedagogy or that fit your goals.
Indeed, yeah. Thank you very much, Mrs. Marwa.
You're welcome. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Yes.
Thank you, Marwa. It's great work.
The
Really.
room is yours.
Thank you.
If you have any questions to Mrs. Marwa. Any questions? Any comments? Like, I think everything was so clear, Marwa.
Excuse me, I wanted to save, so I tried the same steps, and I think I was successful, but I have only the possibility to save to the bookmark. Is this because I don't have many collections in my Wakelet?
Yeah.
Yes, sure. I think, have you managed to create a collection now?
Just one, but I couldn't add the video to it. I just added it to bookmarks. I tried the extension and I tried everything you said, but I found only bookmarks. I didn't find the word save, which you, when you hovered your cursor, you have with every title the possibility to save to different collections. But I have just one. I couldn't save to it. I just saved it to the bookmark.
I don't know the problem, but since you have a collection and it's there, so you must have this button that allows you to save it. If you can share your screen and see the problem together.
Or a screenshot in the chat box. This will be helpful.
Yes, screenshot. Yeah, and let's try to sort it out.
Otherwise, I see the colleagues thanking you for the great work, and it was really very inspirational. And I guess many of us are ready to try Wakelet. After the morning session, we saw Padlet, and now we have a similar tool, a very interesting one.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, they have like the same uses in that as the trainers explain. They help you. They help you to create resources to allow your students to access those resources in an easy way. Mrs. Marwa told us about the digital portfolio, assignments, etc. So yeah, I guess you did a great job, as Mr. Sheikh is saying in the chat box. Mr. Kamer, would you like to say something?
Hi. Of course, it was really interesting, and I enjoyed all the sessions. I would like to congratulate all our speakers, our colleagues. It was really great. Thank you again for each participant, and we look forward to seeing you in future events. So I'm really glad, and I enjoyed all the sessions. Thank you, Mrs. Lema. Thank you all colleagues for your attendance and participation.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sikamel. But before we finish our session, because I'd like to wrap up the whole event after thanking Mrs. Marwa Tounsi again, and for this amazing session, all the trainers for all their efforts and inspirational sessions. Again, let me say that again, and I keep saying that. I can't thank them enough for their willingness to share their expertise, because they are experts in integrating these tools in teaching and learning. So thank you very much, all of you. Mrs. Marwa Tounsi, Mrs. Nuhe Dammaq, Mrs. Mrim Walhezi, Mr. Bassem Rahmouni, Mrs. Sausan Abid, Mrs. Samiha Qadri, and Mr. Samar Rodrigi. Many thanks to all of them. Many thanks to all of you too, to the steering committee, my colleagues, Madame Kanidia Zorgati, Sahbib Sherni, Sikamil Sheikh, and all the attendees. Before we call it an event, or before finishing our event, I'd like to invite you all to have kind of a formative assessment. We're going to play a game, a Kahoot game. So are you ready to play?
Yes, sure.
Oh, great. So I'm going to share my screen. Go to www.kahoot.it. Just cross fingers with me that I'm going to find the tab. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, okay.
So I'm going to start the game. Again, you go to www.kahoot.it and the pin is loading. So the pin is there, 7, 3, 2, 1, 9, 9. Seven, 3, 2, 1, 9, 9, 3 9s.
Paste it in the chat box, please.
Yeah, if somebody can help me with that, please. Could you write the code in the chat box?
Repeat it, please.
Would you share it again? 7, 3, 2, 1, 9, 9, 9. Fifteen participants so far. I think we're 25, so we'll be waiting for more colleagues to join. Can you hear the music? Or is it like in the morning?
Yes.
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 Okay, great. At least it's working. There's 16 colleagues. Oh, 15. 16 again. Great.
Say the magic word.
Shall we start then?
Okay.
I told you, it works all the time. Whenever you say, let's start, you get somebody joining. Okay. I'm going to click on start. Starting. First question. How many sessions were there in the Techy summer school? Red 2, blue 4, yellow 6 or 8 green? Yeah, 6 sessions. I was naming the different trainers. So let's see the podium. Emna, followed by Wided and Marwa. Great. You need to be quick to get more points. Next question, true or false? As Mrs. Samardiji explained, you can only share a sway in view mode. True, blue, false, red. You can share a sway only in a view mode. Of course, it's false. You can share it in edit mode too. So see, kind of formative assessment just to see whether you still remember the different details or not. Let's see the podium, still Emna in the first place, followed by Marwa and Wided. Question number 3, quiz. As Mrs. Samiha Qadri explained, it is possible for your students to play a Kahoot game you created. Red, without you sharing it with them. Blue, later when you assign it as homework. Yellow, all the time, regardless of how you share it with them. Or green, in no case, the created Kahoot can only be played by the team. Of course, there are different ways to do that, but the only correct possibility mentioned in the alternatives is later when you assign it as homework. Okay, the podium change with Wided in the first position, followed by Basma and Marwa. Okay, next question, quiz. As Mrs. Sawsan Abid explained, you can give feedback on a student response in Wakelet by writing a text comment, recording a video response, using a grading rubric, or all of the above. Of course, all of the above. You can give feedback by writing a text comment under the video of the student, or you can record a video response and still post it below the video of the student, just as you can use a grading rubric. So all of these are possible. Let's see. Change with Basma, followed by Rima and Habiba. Next question, true or false? As Mr. Bassem Rahmouni explained, you can use tags to copy content and insert it in a page in OneNote. True or false? Of course, it's false. Tags are not used to insert content. They are used to remind you of things to do, etc. They help you to organize your content. Okay, let's see. Good job, Rima, Basma, Habiba, and the others. Come on, where are you? We're going to move to the 6th question. Quiz. Double points here. As Mrs. Nuhair Damaq explained, you can invite collaborators to your Padlet with almost the same privilege as you by adding them with their email with can view privileges, sending them a Facebook friendship invitation, adding them with their email addresses with can administer privileges, or doing nothing. Who said the Padlet is to be shared? Remember, double points here. Indeed, in order to give them almost the same privileges as you need to add them with can administer privileges. See? Even though I think that always a Facebook friendship invitation can help. Anyway, change in the ranking here. Basma followed by Marwa and Habiba. Basma is rising too. No, the question was about your workshop. So how come you're not unmuted? Okay, let's.
I was on 11th place, so I jumped. Thanks to this question.
As he explained, if 3 people use the referral link you sent them to sign up, you get an extra free Padlet. True or false? Up, and it is true. So this is very useful. If you'd like to get an extra free Padlet, you send the referral link to 3 persons. The podium here. Nuhe is rising, so I gave you a gentle nudge, Nuhe. I helped you with that. Mrs. Layla too is rising. Great. Last but one, true or false? The Techy Summer School was a hugely beneficial event. True or false? Oh, that's so nice of you. It's not because you wanted to get the points, right? I suppose it was. But actually,
it was beneficial, right?
You're
True.
not going to get points here because I was just wanting to...
Not just for the point, yeah. But I'm glad to see my name at least.
So no points here, actually. It was just like to collect feedback from you, and I'm glad to see that you consider it to be beneficial. Thank you very much for your feedback. And now the last question. So, ready? Quiz. As Mrs. Marwa Tounsi explained, you can use Wakelet too. Create digital portfolios only, red. Play games, blue. Curate resources, submit assignments, and collaborate with others. Yellow, keep track of what other teachers are doing. And this is green. Of course, is the third alternative. Many possibilities, curating resources, submitting assignments, many other things, and of course, collaborating with others. So the final podium now, ready to discover that together? Let's see.
Second place.
In the third place, Mrs. Basma. Third place, Basma. Congratulations, Basma. Congratulations, all of you. Thank you very much for joining us.
I have supporters here. My nephews are always here, all waiting to see me on the podium.
Congratulations to you and to them. So
Thanks.
thank you very much, all of you. It was a huge pleasure to accompany you during these 3 days of our event. Let me open my camera. So dear colleagues, thank you very much. As I was saying, it was a real pleasure to have you, all of you, with us during these 2 days. Many thanks to the amazing trainers, my colleagues in the steering committee. Yatikum Saha, thank you very much. And I hope to see you in upcoming events.
Thank you for all the presenters.
Thank you very much.
And our deep apologies for the families and the kids. Because we
my child is the first one to make noise.
So we apologize for all your families. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We kept them with us for 3 days. Thank you.
Yeah, I forgot about the codes. I'm going to share them in the Facebook group. Mrs. Reem is asking about the codes. I'm going to share them in the chat, not in the chat box, in the Facebook group, ELT network or U-innovate network for ELTs. That's it. And I'm going also to share a link where you can post your feedback, your comments, any suggestions, etc. Otherwise, again, يعطيكم صحة. Thank you very much. عيدكم مبروك ناس كل, and see you in upcoming events. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye. Thank
Bye-bye.
you very much.